we all want to talk about Leagues 3, no matter what amount of information that we actually have. This will be a good time. Question, what would they do for Leagues 3? Oh, Elton, are you a professional softball player? Because I think that you've just pitched exactly what I'm looking for. Weren't they supposed to release Leagues 3 this summer at the huge announcement? I don't really know, but maybe you guys need some help. I know that there's a lot of newcomers that came out, that came into the game, that joined the hype for Leagues 2. They weren't in it for Leagues 1, they didn't necessarily play it, and they aren't familiar with Jagex patterns, and they're patterns. Okay, so let's teleport back in time. Leagues 1 came out. It was a great time. The people that enjoyed it greatly. It was fun. Then they said, yeah, we'll do Leagues, like a new kind of league with a whole new design and new relics and stuff. We'll do it like quarterly. We'll do it like 4 times a year. I initially thought, wow, that's kind of cool, but like, that might be a little bit too much. People might get a little bit bored. Well, Jagex had me covered, because they then decided to not do another league until an entire year later. Now, it would be foolish for me to think that Leagues 3 would suddenly be 6 months after that one. No, that's not what happened. That's not what's gonna happen. We are waiting a full year for Leagues 3, and that's okay. I love that. I love this pattern, because it means everyone gets to really hone in, take a moment to learn the game, think about it, and then put their all in, okay? You know, accumulate vacation time, take 2 months of vacation off of work, maybe do some withdrawals from your 401k so you can make it all the way through the 2 months, and try to get Dragon Cup. No, we've got time. Guys, my estimate for Leagues 3, November 1st. It's not going to be exactly November 1st, but it's going to be within 10 days of that in either direction. Plus or minus 10 days, November 1st. So get ready. I wrote the J1mmy Theory in a couple of places, and I wanted to tell you guys what I thought Jagex is planning for Leagues 3. Now, I'm not going to be one to mention that I have direct connections with multiple Jagex employees. Has Brian spoken with Husky, with Zuko, with Lenny? Has Brian partied with these guys? Has Brian been in drinking groups? That's not a term for a thing. Has he? I don't know. It's not my place to say. But it has. I mean, well, maybe. So maybe Brian has insider information. Maybe he doesn't. But what Brian does have is a very excitable brain. An excitable, obsessive brain. And what do I love to obsess over? Leagues. Guys, I'm a total heavyweight. I drink all the time. I'm so cool. Here's my question. What was the release date of Swampletics Episode 1? Go! Alright, Swampletics Episode 1 came out the 21st of December, 2018. And guys, I don't need to tell you, Twitch users who are on average heavy internet users, not talking about weight, I'm just talking about your habits. I don't need to tell you the waves that Swampletic made and continues to make. He changed RuneScape forever. He settled, had been making content before, yes. But with Swampletics, he created a new chapter. It's at the point where brands are interacting with Settled. All right? What's the most recent example? Anyone in chat got this? Anyone in chat got this? No, no one knows. Okay, those are generic. Manscaped, Audible, come on. Oh, Malhood, what? You said Kit Kat? Kit Kat Gaming? We might have to have some bars shipped to Mauritania from Kit Kat Gaming? Settled is verified? Okay, alright. So, we know that Settled is amazing. And he's done a lot of things. He's he created the genre, honestly. And now, I don't have the exact details, but when I say created the genre, I'm not saying that he was the first one to do a Snowflake Iron Man. I think the first Snowflake Iron Man was, I don't remember the name, but I think it was a Karumja locked Iron Man. Was it not? Yeah, we're not going to give Verf the credit for being the first. He just wasn't. Okay, anyway, Settled wasn't the first to do a Snowflake. He was the first to make one with as much quality as he had. And despite everyone else copying him and trying, no one has taken his throne as of the guy that has just made like cinematic masterpieces in the RuneScape universe. He's inspirational. It's incredible. He created a new chapter in the world of RuneScape content. We can all just say that. Now, that happened on December 21st, 2018. Now, what was the date, the release date of Leagues 1? Don't have to tell me. I'll tell you. I think that it was November 14th, 2019. Okay, you guys can verify that. Getting suspicious yet. No, you're not supposed to see a pattern yet, so don't worry. All right, now, what was the theme? What was the inspiration of Leagues? Now, I don't have Jagex words about this, but I'm pretty sure it's been said that the inspiration for Leagues was Swampletics, was Snowflake accounts. Think about it. Leagues 1, Twisted League, is Swampletics inspired. I have locked my account in Mauritania. We have locked our accounts in Zaya. Now, a Zaya locked Iron Man wasn't like a brand new concept. It was just a good one to put everyone in. Leagues 1, Swampletics. Leagues 2. Now, this one I don't really remember. Was it October 28th, 2020? Someone check that one for me. I don't think I agree with the inspiration with Swamp Man. Then you're banned, Big Stick. Jimmy starts his series May 9th, 2020. Leagues 2 comes out. Okay, but Leagues 2, this is not enough time. This is a few months, okay? So, and this is actually a risk for me because I did not actually confirm these dates, but what is the other absolute sensational Snowflake series that everyone forgot about? Someone please tell me. First episode that has over 1 million views, One Chunk Man. One Chunk Man. No, not Hanani. All right, Puka Guy. January 22nd, 2019. Leagues 2 does not fall into the theme of Jimmy. You know, back then, back when we were living in it, it wasn't as clear that Jimmy, especially at the time that they had to have conceptualized the idea in order to have a release date of October 28th, it wasn't as clear that Jimmy was as dominant of a force as he was. What looked like an incredibly dominant force was Puka Guy, even though he quit immediately. A video that had the trajectory of reaching 1 million views, One Chunk Man, looked like a crazy good theme. Now, it's not necessarily they're choosing the best creators to emulate. Like, they're going to weigh decisions and think of, like, concepts that are going to be fun. So just because someone's, like, the second most popular doesn't mean that they're going to emulate them. But they took the concept of One Chunk Man, and they made all of us one region man. Okay, so a man makes a Mauritania-only series. Boom, we get a Zaya-only league. A man makes a One Chunk series. Boom, we get a one region league. One region only league, whatever. You know what I mean. and you get to unlock more regions. I believe that that Puka guy is the inspiration. Leagues 3, which is obviously coming out on November 3rd, 2021. Obviously, our boy Jimmy. He's the one. He's who we're emulating this time. This is the J1mmy Theory. There are so many ways that they can go about it. What's the most fun way? To have a time-locked account. It might be completing content, a certain amount of content, to get to the next year of content. But I think that there's so much power there. I think that there's so much potential there. It might be that Leagues 3 actually has so many other good ideas, so many other variations of, let's go to one region and play. Let's use a different mode and play, including hardcore, ultimate, or groups. But if they're gonna go with a new, like, theme, I'm thinking we might be going time-based. I would really like Leagues 3 to be like Trailblazer, but everyone has the entire map. Oh, so you want us to just have no limitations. I get it. Now here's the problem. As you give people less limitations, it seems like people will have more fun, but no, it actually stifles the fun. Heavy, burdensome rules are what breed creativity and fun. That's why we love Swampletics so much. He's very limited. That's why Tile Man mode is ridiculous. We need to limit ourselves in extreme ways to find what's most fun. I don't know if they would necessarily lock every quest in order, because I think that if you just have a list of quests to do, that might actually be a little bit too restrictive where it's not fun, where like everyone knows, oh, this is the next quest to do. That might not be fun. But maybe having like packs of content that you get to could be a fun time. Yeah, we got a little bit of Pokemon stuff in the background. That would be a lot of coding. Do you not realize how much they do for leagues? I don't know. I've been impressed with what they've done before, and I do not underestimate coding. But I think that I saw them make Trailblazer, which had custom UI, custom things on the ground, which means that they're willing to do these things. So would they be able to lock packs of content? I think so. I'm just hyped for them to start releasing information. Loved watching your theory crafting videos. Hey! I don't think that we necessarily have to wait for information to make theory crafting videos. Let's make up our own leagues and theory craft about them. I think that'd be great. One theory crafting league that I would want to start is a Mauritania locked series. What if we did the Swampletics? What if we did a Mauritania Ultimate League? Wouldn't everyone be extraordinarily hyped for that? Just because, like, that's what it is? Rather than, like, you know, some other region with Ultimate in it. It would be hard, for sure. But wouldn't people be hyped for that? Sounds like a whole bunch of people clamoring over the exact same content. I agree. Yeah, if you lock everyone in the same, like, area that's too small, that would present some problems. But also, that was one of the most beautiful pieces of Twisted League. And I know that Zayo's way, way bigger than just Mauritania, but it was really great seeing everyone clamoring over stuff. And it wasn't that great being alone a lot in Trailblazer. Remember the plows? I do remember the plows. Do you remember insert random thing about Trailblazer or random other thing? The plows, interestingly enough, even though they were an annoying and frustrating things for people, what that actually does is creates a very memorable event that we can now bond over, that the players can talk about together. Plows are a victory in design. It's good to make people feel emotions with your work, even if they're negative emotions. If you can take a step into someone's memory. It's very powerful. A lot of people are more familiar with Zaya through Leagues 1. Apparently not you, Big Stick, because Zaya is spelled with a Z. It would be cool to see a Group Iron Man League. Group Iron Man League, I think that the chances are literally 0 for a Group Iron Man League, at least for Leagues 3. Because Group Iron Man is going to have enough novelty, I don't know if he's still here, it's going to have enough novelty to, you know, to just be there vanilla. It's going to be cool already. Maybe a league where you're locked in which skills you can use. Ooh, imagine. I think that if you had to like choose, you know, 15 skills that you had access to, I think it's a good idea, but I think a lot of people's paths would become obviously the same, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm open to that idea. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if everyone here has heard the, and I don't remember what the term is, but the concept where you train range and you get cooking experience, and let's say you train Slayer, but it actually gave you Herbler experience, and you train Agility and it actually gave you farming experience. What's the term for that? Randomizer? Sure, yeah, we'll use the word randomizer. How about a reverse league, everyone? Now, these things are like way too cheesy, I think, to actually be like a concept that went through, but a reverse league. You start with a totally maxed account, and as you train and get experience, it's actually negative experience. And your goal is to get to level 1 everything. I like the random drop tables idea. Yeah. And I don't know what the most fun way to be would be, like, have everyone go and discover, oh, goblins and cows have traded their drop tables. So if I want to get cowhide, I need to kill goblins. I don't know if that would be fun, or if it was like truly random, but I don't think truly random, or maybe there's an easy tier monster list. And goblins and cows and chickens and muggers, they all have random chance for the tier. That sounds lame, actually. I think it'd just be kind of funny, like, if you got all the way to Hydra and then it had the chickens drop table, and like the first person to discover that would be funny. Goblins drop rune scimitars, 1 in 1,000 chance. That'd be interesting. I think it'd be good if they weren't like random like that, but rather you could actually discover what monster their drop table is, and you would have to use your intuition to figure that out. Because then it wouldn't just be killing stuff randomly. It would be discovering things. I want a league where they just add a sailing skill. Yeah, and there's no boosted experience. And it's completely normal. And you have to do Tutorial Island, but there's sailing. We all know too much about the game now. It'd be a nice break to have people not going in knowing nothing. Right. One way to accomplish that is that I should not make videos. I should not talk about Leagues 3 all the time and give people a plan. That would help. That would help give people a sense of wonder and adventure. Don't make videos, there's a good idea. Yeah, I should not make videos. Draining strikes is a way cooler, more fun thing than saying prayer never drains. You want to make sure that all things that you give, all powers that you give, continue to have your players making choices and employing strategy, because that is where satisfaction comes from in games. Unrelated? No, completely related. This is why I hate the board game Ticket to Ride. Now, I'm breaking one of my content creator rules, and that rule is be positive about everything. Ah, I just missed that pickpocket. That rule is be positive about everything, but I'm going to say right now, there's a lot of Ticket to Ride fans at the board game. There's a lot of fans in chat right now. I can't stand it. Now, if you invited me to your house and you said, hey, let's play Ticket to Ride, and you looked really excited about it, I would still do it. But I don't think that there's enough decision-making in Ticket to Ride for it to be fun. I think that there's too much, oh, you drew your card on your turn? Well, now let me examine the board again for everything. There's too much waiting, and there's not enough choices to make. Sounds like you're just salty from our match in 2016. I don't remember that night. I want a guaranteed pickpocket relic so you have a reason to go for the high-level targets like elves and heroes. Okay, you know what? I really like that you had that idea, but also the inspiration behind it. Where it is frustrating that you get really high-level thieving, and you get to like, wow, I'm pickpocketing from men, but there's a step up. Whoa, I'm pickpocketing from guards now. This is wild. Holy cow, knights? But then you get up to like gnomes and heroes and stuff, and the rule is never pickpocket them because they are inefficient from every angle. I really like the philosophy behind that, where it's like, let's actually do something where getting a level up actually is beneficial. That's cool. How about we make the unsafe zones PvP? Let's have Darkscape again. Darkscape was a success for a little bit. I think, okay, now, I don't think it would be like a grand 2-month-long league like we've had, but what if they took leagues? I got something for you. All right, think about cartoons. Some cartoons were 24 minutes long. Other cartoons had 2 like 11-minute long segments. Now let's take League and turn it into a Spongebob episode. All right, Leagues 3 is now Leagues 3.1 and 3.2. The first month is reverse skill. Boom, reset. And then another mini idea, another mini stupid idea. Too many leagues, but accumulated points for ranking. Oh, now that would make it into a combined SpongeBob episodes. Yes! You know what would be cool about SpongeBob League? It would give everyone a big boost in the middle, because the middle is where everyone burns out. And if we had a reset and everyone knew it was coming, there would be a brand new energetic push. Let's do leagues. Let's do SpongeBob leagues. That's what made Twisted so fun. Dude, Twisted was fun, and I've never thought about how everyone needing to discover new metas was one of the big reasons why. I hadn't articulated that before, so thank you. Vote in the poll by typing 1 or 2 in Twitch chat. Do you want last recall in Leagues 3? Type 1 if you want it. Yes, keep it. It was a good idea. It was good for the game. It kept things fun. 2. No, it's too OP. It hurt the game overall. It's just too much. It makes coming back to the main game hard. It changed the mechanics of challenges that were supposed to be challenges. Cerberus was actually absurd because you got to just avoid the ghosts entirely. Second rate, it made remote skilling spots viable, which was nice. It definitely was nice, but was it too nice? I kind of am feeling like it was too nice.